and fascinating content. Breakpoint game, meant to be the inherent successor to Wildlands, with a lot of mechanics transferring over, but more open world and other mechanics thrown in. That Ubisoft seemed to want to copy and paste for their Valhalla, such as bananas that you can somehow pick up, equipment drops, and items that somehow you can combine to make MacGyver equipment. I think that pretty much sums it up. So we're going to be... I've just started a new character, so you're probably going to be following myself play through the game, with help, obviously. Probably make some chaos, blow some stuff up, and talk a lot more trash probably about Ubisoft or other game companies. That sounds like your style of content you want to watch. Stay tuned. It's a lot crazy, especially the more alcohol there is. And yeah, let's get in here. So as you can see, we've kind of already started. I've run through the tutorial. This is somebody who's already done the tutorial probably several dozen times, so knows every position of the art. But unfortunately my game character, since I last played this, seems to have gone into the Ubisoft Mist of Darkness and was deleted. Probably because I was on open beta and it didn't transfer across to Unknown. So I had to create a new character for this run through. So I'm back at Grunt with whatever weapons I've managed to pick up since the tutorial. So you'll probably see me going down more often and probably some up weaponized to the extent. But seeing me follow my backside is part of why you come here, good viewers.
I must agree.
So let us go and see what we have on offer. Starting off, just a brief word, at least my opinion, of Breakpoint. Now, unlike somebody I play with a controller, so just from a controller play perspective, it feels quite smooth. The controls are not too dissimilar from that of Wildlands. There is some new mechanics such as vaulting and snap mechanics, where if you go to a rock, you kind of snap to it a wee bit differently, and sort of crouching and automatically / peak mechanics that were not in Wildlands. Not too bad. I think it's a tiny bit aggressive in some aspects. Yet to be seen. That will impede my type of gameplay. I prefer sniper. I'm not sure how that's going to impede me yet. But otherwise the mechanics are pretty much Wildlands, which makes sense. The open world, again, I would say is probably about the same size as the Wildlands map. Maybe a tiny bit smaller, but maybe more condensed. I'm not sure. I would really have to see it side by side. What would you say? Wildlands bigger or smaller map than this?
In terms of the map size, I would say Wildlands, in my opinion, is bigger. It technically might not be bigger because the island of Aurora is kind of stretched out.
Yeah.
But in terms of
So I'm
diversity,
having trouble figuring it.
yeah, in terms of diversity, Wildlands is definitely much more lush.
Yeah, because Wildlands at like Koani, you've got the salt flats. In the middle, you've got like the mountain terrain. You've got the nice lakes. You've got, sprawling mountain tops and cliff sides that are really nice for setting up ambushes. Here is and you also get dense jungle in Wildlands, and this seems like it has a mountain range down in very centre, rocky outer cliff faces onto the shore, some sort of sprawling islands to the top, and another island off the top of that. Sugarloaf Mount, whatever that is, Darkwood Island. Yes. They must have spent a long time thinking of that name. What do we call the island? I don't know, it's got a lot of trees. Dark. Dark wood? Oh, love it. That's also my stripper name.
Sounds about right. Okay, let's go and hike over to our bivouac, because let's get a chopper. Well, since it's not wildlands, unfortunately. There's no such thing as rebel support, and well, we do have resistance here who cannot provide anything but just use our services. Also, fun fact, I'm gonna be playing this game fully maxed out. Let me just quickly show you the goods, and I want to see if the stuttering still happens. I did make the video before this stream, to be honest. It's still processing to give you the best 4040p experience. And ever since I reinstalled my graphics driver for a lot of different reasons, I cannot get my resolution to go up more than full HD. And we are at full ultimate settings again. We are rocking 1080 Ti. Mr. Death, I do believe it's on 1070, and he likes to crank this bitch all the way up. So to be honest,
Yeah, I'm running a gigabyte GeForce GTX 1070 8GB. That helps you. I'll quickly. Sorry, I'm not. I only downloaded this game a couple of days ago. I've not done any of the tweaking, so right now I'm probably not on the high settings. Let me just have a look, and I will see. What's your resolution at, buddy?
I can't get above full HD, so it's 1920 times 1080. And I'm running a Vulkan API just to test out the better instructions for the GPU. And as you can see on the screen right now during the stream, the GPU usage is 70%, which in my eyes is completely unacceptable considering how this game engine should work. And again, talking about the game engine, just that's going to be touched down in my video that will come out in a couple of days and you will see it. But we are at fixed 60 frames because I have vertical sync on, so we'll see if that changes.
Well, let me match your settings. So let's see. What do you say? 1920 by 1080?
Yes.
Okay. Hertz rate 60.
Refresh rate 60. Yep.
Mm-hmm. Texture quality ultra or ultimate? Resolution scaling 100.
Yep.
HDR?
I don't have it, so have fun.
VSync?
I have VSync on, yes.
Temporal injection?
Yep, enabled. Anti-aliasing enabled.
Anything else that you have on here?
Not really.
Have it on the advanced, the presets.
I'm actually,
Ultras?
I'm on ultimate preset.
Ultimate. Okay. Motion blur on or off for you?
Motion blur is on. I'm gonna
Okay.
tell myself.
If you start having this, please let me call a doctor
Okay.
so I can get your computer before Alexander.
Yeah, sure. No issues.
Okay, let's see. Seems to be fine.
Good.
I don't have an FPS counter up, but
You can actually get it. I don't know what.
I'll do it in a second. But I'm gonna go and see if I can just go beyond 1920 1080. Let's see if I could do 2560 1440.
You should be able to. The problem is, I think the game actually reads the GeForce hardware info, what it's connected to. So it's picking up my TV, which is a full HD TV, obviously, 42-inch. And if I want to go 4040p, that I usually do, I need to go for DSR, which is digitally scaled resolution. And basically, it's kind of cheating, but not really, because the game supports it. And obviously, as you can see, Mr. Death disconnected because applying settings will actually restart your game to an extent. So I'm just gonna go for the bivouac anyway. So one of the things that I noticed playing this game, and first off, is on 1080p it looks terrible. I honestly have no idea how the fuck this even passed quality assurance. Okay, sir, I'm sorry for shooting you, but I need a vehicle. Obviously, a very professional tactical operator burnout. That's how we do it in real life as well. Once you hijack a vehicle from an obvious bad guy, and then you just go through the field like... I mean, it's a rental, right? So again, looking at the frames, and this is the thing, as you can see the GPU usage is at 70%. That should not happen considering we are literally in the middle of the field and there's a lot of things going on. So that means that the game engine is not giving the instructions to the GPU to utilize the full capabilities, because again, we are playing with 1080 Ti. This card is still a beast in 2021. Literally any 10 series card is a beast, to be honest. I'm not looking down on 1060 or 1070, 1080 or Ti, it doesn't matter. I play this game with 980, 4 gigabytes, not even the Ti version of 6, which I also tested out. The game runs with it, right? So it's the more horsepower you throw at this game, the more it's not gonna use it. So to be completely fair, the lower rate your card is, the better off you are, because technically the GPU fully maxed out all anisotropic, all filtering, all the things, volumetric fog, shadows, movement, whatever there is, should be using at least 95% at all given time. Looking at moving grass in the middle of the field and 74%, some people might say this is optimization. I say this is lack of actual competency from Ubisoft's side. And again, I'm gonna touch this topic on my video because there is a cheat what they are using. I can give you a sneak peek glimpse into it. As you can see, the immediate area around me looks pretty damn nice. You see the grass, you see the reflections, the sun, the guard rays. Everything is kind of cool. There's even reflections on the vehicle, and the vehicle doesn't really look that much worse in general. But however, when it comes to certain things, if you look into the distance, things are going down very bad because they're trying to keep this experience.
Hello?
Yeah, we can hear you, man. Welcome back.
I'm sorry about that.
No worries, we're good. So I was just explaining to viewers how this breakpoint magic is working, because again, everything in immediate area looks fine. If you look into the distance, you see everything is blurred off, kind of like a fog over it. You can't really get any details, and this is why the GPU usage is just very low. It's like 67% for me right now, because there's no data for GPU to process. It's just stupid. What's the point of having good GPU for Breakpoint? You're not even using it. The performance was drastically improved with 1080s that I tested and reviewed on my channel, and I was very happy about the chance to get it. However, again, you don't need 2080 to play this game. I mean, quite literally. It might be future-proofing since you can't get your hands on the 3000 series, but this game is just not worth it, in my opinion. Maybe someone can prove me wrong. Maybe someone can open my eyes and tell you, hey man, look at this or look at that, and I will agree. But what's your take on this, Death? I mean, you played through the beta with me, so you definitely have something to say. And while you are, well, explaining it, let me just go over and grab myself a quick refreshment, otherwise I'm getting a little bit parched here. Is that okay with you?
You can hear me, right? Yeah.
Of course.
Okay, that's fine. Well, I'm having some technical issues, so if I suddenly cut out, I do apologise. But yeah, I mean, I just tested a few graphic things. You saw me just cut out there. It just tanked. So just to give a brief idea of what I changed just before I go into that conversation. just so everyone's aware, I am running currently at 2560 by 1440, 60 hertz, desync on, all at ultimate, as we discussed. The only thing I turned off was HDR, and that's just simply because I do have a 4K television, but the graphics card has not been calibrated for 4K, which means trying to push the HDR signal through, as well as run at the higher rate. I mean, right now I am using 7 gigabits. Right now I'm clocking not bad 60 FPS, at least according to the NVIDIA GeForce plugin. So I'm running about 60 frames per second. It keeps dropping. I'm not seeing any stuttering or tearing. But yeah, the GPU, I could tell, is not happy. It's really not happy. But yeah, this compared to Wildlands, and aesthetically, and kind of looking at the grass textures and the interaction of, you're getting sort of dust particulates, especially when we're running down this hill, we're getting dust particulates. Get a few more. I would say.
Looking at this vehicle, this is literally from Wildlands. This is one-to-one copy from Wildlands.
Oh yeah, this is just a Unidad armored SUV.
Exactly. That's Unidad asset reused and repurposed in this game.
It's Unidad just renamed and rebranded.
Yeah, they actually went to China and put on Sentinel on it.
Do you mind just bear with me for another 5 seconds, buddy? For some reason, when it crashed, I'm not hearing you properly, so just give me 2 seconds. I'm just tinkering with some.
No worries, bud.
Do you know where at all where the audio settings are?
Audio settings?
Not the, as in for the outputs.
Hey, I'm not sure that's on the game menu, by the way. And game menu doesn't really give you anything, to be honest with that. There's only music, FSX, voice, UI, and master volume here. So.
No, that's fine. But I was previously, before it cut, I heard you on my headset. Now you're not on my headset. Headset's not.
That must be on your PC, man. I'll hold your 6. You can just alt tab the game, see if that helps at any point, and yeah, we'll see once you're back. I'm gonna try to drive vehicle without tires. That's my favorite pastime anyway.
Got it. I got it. Took me 2 seconds, but I figured it out. Do you hear me?
Of course. Always.
Okay, good. Right. I can fix the audio problem. It was when the game crashed, the game launcher, the Ubisoft console, was still running in a separate window. For some reason, it could not differentiate on something. It has something to do with that. I closed the old running software and it worked. So we're up and running. Where are we going? What are we doing?
Boyac to get a chopper, and then we're gonna tend to your missions. See how we get on there.
Oh, we're going to the Baba Yaga.
If I can learn how to drive in the meantime, hopefully. There are certain aspects in this game that looks better, but
I mean, this is a copy and paste of Wildlands. Right, I'm in the back seat, and this again is like another Unidad transport. In the back seat, there's open air to get to the gunner position, but can you get to that gunner position from the back seat? it's just like Wildlands. You can't switch between the back seats and the gunner position, even though there's clear, nothing stopping you. There should be no reason why you can't. But yeah, the game doesn't let you.
Yeah, that is pretty much true. Okay, I'm gonna replenish everything, and we're getting a red communist chopper. By the way, I'm allowed to say it for the simple reason I speak Russian, so... Well, sorry guys. Also, yeah, I mean, to be honest, do speak communism if you want.
That's be done.
Okay, for legal reasons, do not follow my advice on this channel. It's not solicited by any governmental bodies. So yeah, it's just my opinion. Bye.
Hang on a second, I'll do the legal spiel. Mr. Dev, do not take liability or responsibility for any political or any other action taken on this program. Anything said or done is not endorsed by any one person or entity. If you wish to take this up with someone, please contact at wedonotgiveafuck@gmail.co.uk. I repeat, that is wedonotgiveafuck@gmail.co.uk. Thank you.
Man, that was pretty good. Wait, what the hell? Why is my garage looking like this? I need the best chopper possible, which is the red Raven's Rock Ophias. Ophias?
Obvious.
Ophias?
Obvious.
Morpheus.
I don't know.
It's a red
Morpheus?
Yes.
The red Morpheus.
Anyway, I should be ready with everything, so...
I'm ready when you are.
Yeah, cool, just break the camp and let's get going to your first mission, which should be finding a gun or something. I haven't played this game in a while, so I don't even remember.
Well, that's the other thing. I was actually going to talk about, so I'll go back to... Wildlands had a really nice system of knowing where your missions were. This is a wee bit more complicated and convoluted.
I mean, the tactical map looks better. Like, it's like an actual map. If you...
Oh yeah.
I mean, geographically it shows... Well, it doesn't really show the height, because we're kind of missing the circles indicating the height of the terrain. But yeah, I mean, there are certain things that are just missing. Talk to
what? Yeah, why am I missing a mini? Where's my mini-map?
Oh, the mini-map is not there unless you're engaged, which is very tactical.
Yeah, that makes absolutely no sense at all. You'd think it'd be the other way around.
Yeah, I mean, I can enable minimap on the HUD by pressing tab, so I don't know if there's a secret button for you as well to do this.
Yeah, I've got it. If I press down on the controller D-pad, it brings it up.
Well, I guess it's supposed to save you from everything.
Yay, we get to shoot more bullets into the innocent ground.
That was
And
enemy.
if the Earth isn't dying soon enough, we'll kill it with bullets.
Okay, if you look at this, look at the terrain. This looks worse than Wildlands. I mean...
At a distance, it looks nice. But up close, it's a wee bit more flat. It looks two-dimensional looking down. Very three-dimensional looking forward. Does that make any sense at all, or is that just me?
I mean, I'm looking at the whole game world, and... Okay, distance of the mountains, the booyah, the drone cannon... Well, this might pass. Maybe it's just full HD talking here. Maybe it looks a bit better on 2K or something, but... I don't know, like look at this weird blur underneath. Like when I turn the chopper, you can see all the trees are just spasming in and out of existence. Like when the fog is trying to re-render over them with the guard rays. So weird. So weird.
I think with the fog, I think you should have had a setting built in that once you are above a certain altitude, it turns off the god rays below a certain altitude. Because I think it's trying to, by the looks of the, if you come over here a second, so over, if you come here, right, have you got some optic?
Of course, I'm a sharpshooter
Okay.
class. I have the to shoot it.
Right, if you look straight forward from this position and into the tree line, you can see the mist.
Yeah.
If we look down, straight down, I don't know if it's just me or because it's maybe because I'm running a wee bit higher. Does that look a wee bit sort of patchy to you? Looking into the ocean with the mist going on it?
Oh, the ocean is like a paint job. There's no ripples, there's nothing.
Yeah.
I wouldn't even say it's an ocean unless I actually zoom out and I see it's like a puddle, like a lake. But once I zoom in, it just is weird.
It's like more sky.
Yeah, it's like
It's like looking up into the sky. Yeah. It's like a matte painting. We're just looking, zooming into a matte painting. I mean, it's not bad and it works for the effect, but I don't know. Alright, so into the catacombs we go.
Oh, by the way, did you know there's no way to holster a weapon in Breakpoint like you could in Wild?
Yeah, I've seen, unless you go into this area.
I need to cross the passage. Hello, native resistance leaders. I'm coming.
What I don't get is this is meant to be in a really high-tech, area, and the best they have to cover it is a camouflage canopy.
Obviously, with a hole in the cave, which literally shines down on a building, will be spotted by literally any drone equipped with a camera flying overhead.
Or even just your random helicopter pilot. Bob, look down. What? Why is there a hole in that mountain top? Why not? Because it looks like there's people in it. Should go down and maybe investigate.
Oh god, Mitchell is back.
Yeah, so, is there a backstory? Or does that come later as to why we helped out Walker in Wildlands, and yet in this somehow he's gone, all Marlon Brando on us in Apocalypse Now?
Good question. I'm pulled into a cutscene, so give me two, man.
Copy all, sir. I won't let you down.
We're counting on you, Nomad. Good luck.
I think they just tried to pull my character back into Red Patriot, which was one of the season stuffs. So yeah, let's just talk to Schultz and get this started. Also, sorry about interrupting you. I just couldn't hear you through the audio.
Don't worry about it. Oh, random appearing fisherman. Okay.
How's your pal? Holding up. Thanks for looking after him. You heard anything about a lieutenant? That the guy that works with the troops call themselves the Wolves? Used to be Skeltech's military advisor. Heard he was an operator.
The amount of cutscenes is insane.
Look in your eye.
You know how I can get off this island?
Right. And leave us regular folk to fend for ourselves, huh?
I'm not the
Yeah.
Well, look.
I'm getting Apocalypse Now vibes here. We're going after a rogue colonel and this weird little island of natives, and I think we're gonna. So yeah, tell me, is it explained later on as to why Walker's suddenly gone batshit?
Not really, no. Apparently his hate for government made him break into, I don't know, make a better world, so value your soldiers or something. Which is kind of weird considering he killed all our team from Wildlands, so... I mean, when it comes to loyalty to your fellow brothers in arms, this kind of throws a stick in the wheels. Also, I'm gonna be outside waiting for Chopper because I just talked to Schultz, so... I don't know why everything is
I'm
going
coming
away.
with you. I don't know. I mean, I remember the first time we played this, this cave was really bustling with a lot of people, even on beta. Do you remember that?
Yeah, there was a thing like that.
But now it seems kind of sparse. Maybe it's just the time zone we're in, maybe it's just because of the time zone.
Probably. I just disabled vertical sync. I'm getting 72 frames. Oh god, you know what's the funniest thing? 4040p gives you better performance than 1080. Funny how it works.
At least we don't have to worry about SAM sites. Well,
There are some sites on the Golem Island, but
I know, I remember. That's why I went low. Oh, I can't pull off my quick descent trick that we could do in Wildlands.
Yep, you can't switch the seats.
That kind of makes sense, but it was still funny in Wildlands.
Oh yeah, that was pretty good actually.
I mean, the chopper is very much the same as again, the Unidad/Rebel chopper. It just had a bit of a paint job. I see they've tried to make it look a little bit more metallic. They've added sort of lighting effects a wee bit better on this one. I don't know if that's just me.
Probably just you. Hey, hello. Wow, we have a chat visitor. I sold my glasses and now I don't feel my legs. Oh, that is harsh. Hello, yes, hello there. We see you. Thanks for joining on our chat, even if it's just strolling by. That is some very cool nickname, to be honest. That's like the whole life story right there. What do you mean? I sold my glasses.
I'm not in chat, so I'm saying I'll pull it up.
I mean, that is brilliant, man. That's one of the best nicknames I've seen in a long, long time. This actually makes me chuckle.
1 second. Yeah. Well, can you please tell us in the chat which opticians did you go to so we can please avoid it? And B, was it run by the mafia? And did he use any form of hammer on your kneecaps? If the answer to B is yes, then again, please tell us where it was so we can avoid it. Oh, I remember this mission. Oh yeah, the memories are coming back now.
You need.
So that's why you're hiding behind there.
Yeah, I'm just looking how the cover system works, and honestly,
Yeah. You're just looking at the cover system, knowing we're about to get ambushed.
Don't set me. We don't look like homesteaders.
Well, I work for Skeltech. Mads is a friend. When Sentinel started arresting people, he helped us out. Why did he send you?
A chopper got from a Navy.
Okay, we should have, yep.
This coast. I can get these bolts back to that ship. Then I can come back here with help.
Well,
okay, we have hostiles incoming.
More bad guys. Everyone take cover.
Truck. We're clear.
Yeah. Salvaging.
Looting, same as in Destiny.
Oh. Oh. I never noticed that before.
Well,
Yeah. The Destiny vibes. Okay. Yeah, that makes sense. This would have come out roughly the same time as Destiny 2. Ah.
Kinda, yeah.
What the hell was that?
give me a minute. My God.
Is it just me, or when some of these guys are talking, it looks like they have no upper lip, sort of like, kind of robotic.
Well, to be honest, Breakpoint was pushed out 2 years after Wildlands hit, so this is 2019. I mean, what can you get from copy-paste? You know what I mean?
I think you mean Control Z, not Control V.
Fair point. Okay, what's the next mission we need to attend since we...
1 second, I'm just... Okay. Oh wow. I get an enhanced field cap. Woohoo.
Oh, it's a good thing to put in your jag, no?
I know, wrong kind of cap though. You're thinking of a fuel cap. Okay. Doing a land so I can get in your chopper.
Yep, I'm gonna land on the dock here.
Oh, hi Vasily. Is it GTA 5?
I mean, you are so on point, it hurts, Vasily, honestly. There's a video incoming, by the way. I do believe you're gonna disagree with it, which is fine because I disagree with it as well, but this is this is
I can't
crazy.
get in.
Why? You don't have legs?
No, it just won't let me.
Okay, let me just free up the gunner space on the
Okay, no, we're good. I'm good. Yeah, no, okay. No, this game hasn't been pumped out so many times, but it's now on every console, so it's not quite GTA 5. Although we can cause a much havoc as we're doing GTA 5.
Wait, we're not playing GTA 5? I thought we are. By the looks of it, I mean, graphically, this is GTA 5. Okay, let's see if we can actually make ripples on the water. That's what matters, it's for science.
Welcome to Mythbusters.
We can wash the wheels. And tiny ripples, look at this. Oh man.
There's some water mechanics for splash on the bullets. Some.
This is... Oh, thank you. You killed
We
my
can
red
ride.
chopper!
I didn't kill anything. And it looks fine to me. Bit of paint,
Let me repaint
You
it
know,
real quick.
a little bit of a repaint. Straighten out those, they're called fellers.
Okay, the way the chopper burns is exactly from Wildlands. Look at this. The windows popped first and then it slowly burns to crisp. Oh god. Wow, this
Perhaps.
transition was terrible. Vasily, I watched your video about Wildlands 2, the wish list, and I must say I agree with you, man. I totally agree. I wish they would just
Red Queen.
let this one die
White
and
Rabbit.
just go with Wildlands 2.
Nomad. Josiah. Anyone else from Matt? Josiah. You saw Lieutenant Holt. He's turned. So what's either? Sounds good.
They could have actually made a really nice sequel onto Wildlands.
So...
Because,
No, carry on.
well, if you think about it, I mean, Wildlands has two endings. Either if you do 100% or not. But technically there's only one real ending. Yeah? Now, it depends on the narrative that you follow as to which one you choose. You either have Karen Bowman kills Elsvenio, or Elsvenio walks away. You know, it's protected. You could argue that a sequel would be nice to follow on the after effects of the first ending, as in the information Elsvenio provided, us hunting down other cartel, yet finding a way to discreetly either remove or do something with Elsvenio without, you know, the ire of whoever is protecting him, probably the CIA or whoever it be. I don't know, I think that might have been an interesting sequel potentially.
I would say it would be, because for the simple reason, I don't like breakpoints for the fact that they killed my squad. You know, you can't expect me to feel, you know, proud of losing my squad because Walker killed them off. At the same time, when you look at this is repurposed Wildlands and it doesn't even look good. All this fog, yes, it looks realistic, and I touched this on my video about realism versus immersion. It looks good, but it makes you want more. I mean,
Okay, but this game does something that I was complaining about, and we said about it in our Wildlands video. It latched on to a celebrity face. Walker, I think's face is based on John, I want to say John Barrows or whatever his name is, but basically the Punisher from the Marvel.
but that was the guy who was playing him. By the way, you actually hit
Yeah,
nail
no,
on the head.
I know that's my point. I can't remember his name. I want to say John Barrowman or something like that. It'll come back to me. I'll jump onto IMDb if it doesn't. But yeah, whatever the guy's name is, he's a brilliant actor, great as a Punisher, really gruff. He's in other stuff as well. He's quite cool. No issues with him. But this is basically a shoehorn in, and we saw Walker with a bit of a scale tech foreshadowing in Wildlands. Now, maybe you'll be able to answer this better than I do, because you know even more of the Ubisoft history of that. but did the Watchdog mission with Walker and Wildlands come when this was released, or did it come before as a sort of, look what we might be working on?
Fuck we got here.
We have an Azure drone.
Yeah, I'm trying to take it down, but I'm not doing well.
Wolves, wolves, wolves. Move.
Yeah, no kidding.
Scatter. I see him. Fucking hell. Shit.
Took 4 shots from the sniper rifle to take them down.
Yeah,
4
there's
shots.
Someone's still here. Be on alert. We're still in the red.
Switching to...
See
I
him?
found him. I'm on him. Okay, you got him.
Get down.
So I'll switch into my machine gun because that sniper is just too slow for taking down wolves. Anyhow, yeah. So, when did the Watchdog Walker mission come in? Was it when this came out or before, as a sort of look what we're working on for Wildlands?
No,
Do you know at all?
that was before. That was before.
Okay, so
Replying to you with Sealy. Operation Oracle. Yes, actually, the next Nomad, it would actually make sense, to be completely fair, because he's got very solid backstory since we were introduced, and it was actually much better explained in Breakpoint. There's still place to fit Wildlands 2. Because
Walker had a really interesting character point actually in that operation during Wildlands, because he was very in the grey lines as to if Bowman was really an ally, you know, she wouldn't be selling out the soldiers for any means.
yeah,
It was
that
it was a
is
very moral argument,
yeah.
and it made sense, and that was a really nice plot point. It is true, it does happen, we know it happens in the real world, that people are exploited. And that seems like something, yeah, like you're saying, Vasily, I agree. It would have been really nice to not just play as, but see it fleshed out. How that moral grey zone can influence a team in such a close-in parameters as this is. If Walker was put in this scenario that we have find Nomad when this team is wiped out, he was already on breaking point, and it's called Breakpoint. Breakpoint. Literally a breakpoint of a character you thought was on the side of good, slowly cracking down, and you can maybe have the antagonist as maybe not a full antagonist. It could have been a bit of a more moral grey area, and that might have been really an interesting, not just story point, but from a gameplay perspective, and maybe adding in some other game points like they have in like Mass Effect, where you can kind of choose good, bad sort of actions or missions that can influence how the game actually overcomes. I don't know, maybe that's just my idea. What do you think? Do you think it would be interesting? What?
It would be interesting, but when it comes to Wildlands, let's not forget about the fact that actually Wildlands did have 2 DLCs. One of them was the Narco Road, and another one was Fallen Ghost. And honestly, Fallen Ghost is amazing DLC. I enjoyed it so much. After you play Fallen Ghost and you play Narco Road, you feel like back in a kindergarten. It's just so stupid. You know, I'm sorry, it's just fucking dumb. It loses the actual importance of being a Spec Ops or Special Forces, depends how you want to call it. But Fallen Ghost has its own unique story arc, its own enemies, its own everything. I mean, weapons, completely different enemy type. It was so cool. It was missions where you're fighting invisible enemies, like with the active cloaking, like the same you saw in the Silent Spade mission and stuff like that. By the way, Vasily, when it comes to Breakpoint, are you playing Milsim on this? Because let me just quickly show up. Level 30 on this. Is it good enough for you, or are you just looking at Breakpoint as a pastime? Because I wouldn't be offended, to be honest. As I said, and it will be on my video, I can't take this game seriously. It looks good, kinda. I mean, what the fuck is this? But I don't know. I mean, Wildlands, it is just better.
I have a horrible feeling in the pit of my stomach that Ubisoft were looking for a baseline engine to run a lot of games on, and it seems like this one, because it has so many similarities with like Assassin's Creed and a lot of the other games, we've already pointed out there's so much between Wildlands and Odyssey and Valhalla and all that. I think perhaps Ubisoft were developing a game engine that no matter what scenario they put it through, potentially handle other archetypes added into it. Potentially. It's just a horrible feeling that this is maybe Ubisoft's next copy-paste of their game engine, that they can change Nomad to having a Viking berserker or being a Egyptian zealot or whatever they want for a game. Watchdog Legion, is that? I've not played that yet, I've not really seen much about that. How does that play? Is that similar to open world or is that fixed world? All I've seen is based in London.
Yeah, it's based
in London, isn't it? Yeah.
It's so shallow. It's incredibly shallow. They marketed it big. They really tried, but to be honest,
I remember the marketing, and I remember bits about it, and I have seen bits and pieces. I've not got into the new Watch Dogs. Sorry.
You haven't missed anything. Vasily, what's your thoughts of Breakpoint? Is Breakpoint better for Milsim when it comes to it, considering you actually have the peek mechanic when you're doing the third-person view and sneaking around the corners?
Nice.
That's what I want to see.
From the beach, make it back. You mean the survivors?
And if you can answer, you can answer my secondary question to that, as to whether or not my conspiracy is maybe correct about this being a Ubisoft clone template. This is the Django Fett of Ubisoft games for the next little while. Or maybe this is the Bad Batch. Brum bunch. Sorry. You couldn't make that up. I'll go and sit in the corner. Are you there?
I'm still here. I'm just surprised how my frames are jumping from below 60 while being on a ledge. I'm just gonna enable vertical sync and check one thing, because I think this game is still unpolished, you know? It's very,
un-Polish. It's not Polish.
It's not Polish, no. If it was Polish, it would probably be...
No. Like Cyberpunk. Sorry.
I mean, you're not wrong. Okay, standing in this place with vertical sync off, I was getting sub 60. I'm still getting... Oh, wait, hold up. 58, 60. It's fluctuating.
Yeah, mine's is starting to hang. But my FP, since starting, my FPS has just going down and down and down. It just keeps going down.
I mean,
it does not stay steady.
I'm on vertical sync now, right? So the GPU is syncing with my refresh rate. GPU usage is 92%, 90 now. I'm getting stable 60 frames. When I was with vertical sync off, I was getting 55, 54. That's seen on the stream. So this game still has issues. All these patches, 1080 Ti. I mean, I'm not looking down on anyone. That was my mistake. I'm not looking down on anyone. This is not hardware issue. Whatever stutters you're getting with this game, this is not hardware issue. This is game engine issue. This is also the same engine they're using for Valhalla, which is the Snowdrop, I believe, and Anvil. So Anvil is the base and the Snowdrop is kind of for the effects. So yeah, great. Nothing's been done ever since I got this game, and I bought it for money. Shit, I feel so bad now. I feel so bad. I thought they're gonna finally bring it to the point of Wildlands, because Wildlands was a hot mess when it launched, and I'm sub 60 again. Luckily there's no stutters, nothing. But it's sub 60. Come on. We're talking sub 60.
I get the idea or the feeling that because of the extra mechanics built into this, it's not. There's either been a layering issue of the mechanics somewhere that actually. Am I meant to go back in the thing? Yeah, I am. I don't know.
Yeah,
That's fun. Either it's a layering of the mechanics. Do you remember Star Wars Force Unleashed 1? The first Force Unleashed?
Yes.
That ran on Havoc engine. And when that was transferred across to PC, that had notorious issues because the engine had issues running with certain aspects. So it would constantly, you'd just have things flying over. I'm wondering if the engine, for some reason, is not allowing for all mechanics to blend together. Because you've got a few things going on here. And I'm just wondering if this is just too many ingredients for the pot to handle.
It could be. Vasily, Fallen Ghost, you're gonna wait for sale. Okay, Vasily, listen up. Send me an email. I need to know which platform you're on. I do believe I can actually hook you up to the Fallen Ghost, by the way. So, you need to tell me...
I've not played it either, so you can hook me up and all.
I can hook you up as well. I mean, as I mentioned on my videos, which obviously since I'm a non-existent channel, right, and I have love-hate relationship with Ubisoft, there is some goodies that...
More hate than love.
More hate but love, but also I'm not banned by them. Weirdly. I do have some things I can pull for you guys, so if you want to play Fallen Ghost, hit me up on my email. Tell me which platform are you on, Steam or Uplay, because that's very important, and I'll see what I can do for you.
Alright, Fox.
I'm just reading your next comment, Cecilia. So, Ghost Recon Breakpoint. Okay for Milsim, but you have basically to turn off every single feature of the vanilla game for sake of love. We can now expect a 180 degrees turn from Ubisoft. If you want to use proper military terminology, it'll be an about turn. Or an about face. But no, that's absolutely fair, and I can understand kind of why. I can actually see your point on this one. On the intro to this game, funnily enough, it goes into how you can make it so immersive with the Ghost mod, and you can customize this and that. I mean, it's very similar in some of the aspects to Wildlands, but I can see there is a lot of issues with maybe playing this with Milsim.
On the bright side, the chopper you are flying before is handling exactly like in Breakpoint. I'm sorry, Wildlands.
Yeah. You, as as for being too futuristic, you could maybe add your own subplot that you're having to storm the Apple headquarters to stop the resurrection of Steve Jobs. But if you want to look at a futuristic building, you can look at the new Apple headquarters. Have you seen that, actually? The new Apple headquarters? It's like some sort of Iron Man. The ring.
Yeah, the ring is... that's something else, man. Also,
I get that... Yeah, but on the Philly's last point, yes, this is very... This has a lot of futuristic elements, but at least Wildlands, you had a more grounded structure. It was, you could kind of get your bearing in it as a real world. That makes sense. Whereas this feels like you've been dropped onto like Bella Norma or like something from Jurassic Park, you know. And you're like, this is completely fanciful island. It's completely, you know, concocted in the minds and brains of Ubisoft. I honestly would want to see if, you know, if Tom Clancy actually put his name to the story.
talking about
But-
Tom Clancy, have you seen the new movie that's coming out? Made
The
by,
one on Amazon
yeah, the one on Amazon. Apparently
with
it follows the Tom Clancy's-
Michael Jordan, or whatever his name is. That guy was in Black Panther as Killmonger. Yeah, I've seen the trailers. It's available now. I've not watched it. It looks not too bad. I'll see.
Yeah, I'm kind of waiting for it. I'm not sure if it's out on Prime yet. Probably not.
An engine is a toolbox, and apparently this really plays on PC, so we'll do our best to hook you up, man. But yeah, you're right. The engines for game making are the toolbox and bread and butter of any game maker. Now, whether they use that to its full advantage or they decide to leave a spanner loose, that does vary as to interesting. It does vary as to the game developer, the engine, as well as how well the systems want to utilize.
I kind of agree on that, but again, PC should be, you know, the thing that can actually utilize most of the
Don't say PC can utilize, because that's wrong in itself. I'm sorry, I know we all say that because of PC is whatever. But as you know from an Intel and I do from AMD, and just having different nuances of how the performance actually goes between them, not everything can be summarized as to it being one solidarity between them. Yeah, you have you can have compromises and you can have similarity, but unfortunately there is differences in PC build PCs that just drawn. What the fuck? Okay, gone. I feel that, yeah, as much as it should be simple enough to do it, I just think they've not stress tested it and put resources into actually seeing what works and how it works, if that makes any sense at all. Because when this was an alpha, not even on beta. Who do you think their alpha testers were? Probably they were running like the top of the line, you know, shit. Whereas when they got beta, they maybe should have taken more information from that. But I honestly don't think, having me and you played the beta, do you honestly think they actually took any information from that? Or do you think they just, you know, went, oh, okay, well, it doesn't perform so well. We better not tell anybody. Hush, hush. Do you know what I mean? I don't get the sense that Ubisoft were really on the ball when it came to feedback or issues found in beta. Because actually, I remember playing this in beta. I'm struggling to see the difference. Honestly.
That is the problem.
Hold on, I'm gonna shit my bowl.
Now, unless you want your brains painting the landscape, tell me where I could find J-Skull. That's all the information I have. That's it.
Is he done? Gonna shit him? Oh, I was gonna shit him in a test.
Oh, sorry about that.
That's alright, don't worry about it.
Oh yeah, Red Patriot is pretty cool. Of course, obviously, I did play through, and it's a bit funny how they blame the Russians for everything. I can't really say they're not right, but it's just, you know, so on the nose. It just hits so close to home, man. But they're right, they're absolutely right when it comes to it, so can't really blame them. It was actually much more interesting than the campaign, and way better than Number Sky.
You're saying the wrong things. This is not correct. This is capitalist reenactment of false information propaganda of the capitalist regime. That's what you should be saying. God, get it right. There's a special place in the gulag for you.
Can you please come here and destroy this bulletproof light?
Wow.
It's not a bug. It's a feature.
It's a feature.
Nice. I don't know, the views still look good though. This is almost photorealistic, to be honest. Like the way it shines on a hillside.
I've just noticed the way the characters are actually handling weapons is different.
I mean, they actually put a lot of effort into the characters and the movement. So, for instance, all this crouch walk.
Well, okay, I'm just looking at the handgun. If you remember Wildlands, if you remember handguns in Wildlands, it was very much a case of draw, and then it was kind of loose at your side. If you look at my character right now, so you come and have a look at me, okay? I'm sort of doing the John Wick, you know, elbow close to mid-waist and up, ready to sort of move with the handgun.
By the way,
that's really good sort of handgun position, apart from when you're running. When you're running, tactic. Yeah, but when you're running, look when I'm running. Look where he's holding the gun. If you were to try and shoot like that, he stops to shoot. You could technically argue you could probably shoot single-handed and continue running. I mean, I suppose it would depend on what you're using. Some obviously handguns you don't want to be shooting single-handed. Probably break your wrist, especially if you're not used to handguns.
Ah, shit, I'm gonna die.
if people are not used to handguns, and they pick, I mean, you fired handguns, haven't you?
Who, me? I'm a pacifist.
Yes, you.
Only
yes.
shoot 50 calls.
No, I meant IRL, buddy. IRL.
Obviously, man.
Yeah, okay. So when you fire a handgun, they made it very clear how to hold it so you don't hurt your wrist and don't jar, and also so the bullet doesn't, do something so stupid. Because if you jolt with a handgun in your hand, it sometimes doesn't end well.
Not sure. Right. I sold my glasses and now I don't feel my legs. Do you like drawing? Depends what I need to draw, because I do believe, well, at least I'm speaking for myself, I'm pretty shit at drawing, to be honest. I'm kind of like the first grade level. So, Mr. Death, how are you with drawing things?
I have trouble with stickmen.
Yeah,
I can't keep a line. I can't keep a line straight.
Is there actually anyone on this planet who can actually keep the line straight? I can't do it with my mouse, I mean, let alone with the hand. And Vasily, from inside source within UB, there were no Alphabet people, not from Ubisoft. I'm not surprised. I mean, this is the new IP. They needed to sell this. They needed to sell this bad. And you see how it flopped. They pushed for money and they, well, got the results. I mean, you can buy this title for almost fourth of the original asking price. And they're still trying to push the season pass, not even DLCs, just season passes, and then you don't even know what you're gonna get. I mean, that is pathetic at best.
It's not pathetic. That's Ubisoft. But I can believe there was no alpha done on this. But then that also just proves that, even more reason why they should have been taken on board. The beta testing, the public beta, the closed shell beta.
I think they took the alpha feedback and they just didn't care.
Alpha was probably the janitor. At Ubisoft, just some random janitor just had me pass and say, "Oh, you'll do. Go and sit down and play this." Like, okay, how is it? Bear in mind, we're in charge of your green card, but I'm not even from a country that needs a green card. But do you want to be? No, we'll make it happen. We went to Bolivia once. We can go again and leave you there. Okay, I'm sorry. It's fine. It's great. No problems here. That's what I thought.
Yeah, sounds about right. Some lights are bulletproof because violence is not an answer. I mean, yes, I can see how this might go well with America. That brings the biggest and baddest weapons down on planet Earth. Also, we are still within the mission area, it seems like it, and we need to investigate the residences. So how about I'm gonna go get myself some refreshments and you get tactical here. I'm gonna go to a light source and look pretty. Operator.
I mean, that sounds like something I can expect, like, General Iroh to say. Gun light is bulletproof. Because violence is not the answer, Zuko.
I'm down for his tea, by the way.
I would quite happily have a cup of tea with Iroh.
Oh yeah, I mean...
He seems like a pretty cool dude.
Well, he knows what life is about, so to be honest, yes. Okay, I position myself perfectly, so I'm going for refreshments. And, I don't know, go for it. Hey, what I like your character changes his stance when the enemy is nearby. Yes, also, by the way, in Breakpoint you can actually take cover behind almost any cover. It literally merges with the cover, which we don't have in Wildlands. And again, as I said, this is going to be on the upcoming video. It's a bit long. It's kind of like my first take on Breakpoint after Wildlands. So this is the second time I'm playing it. So yeah, that's been looked at that, to be honest. So it's not... There are some changes, definitely, but...
The cover and snap mechanics. Have you played Metal Gear, not Metal Gear... oh god, what's it called?
Me going for refreshments and you taking over? Good.
Yeah, you carry on. I'll come back to me when I remember what it's called.
Copy. See you later.
I'm having a brain fart. Brain fart in progress. No, brain fart still exists. I could look at my game library, but I... Gears of War. That's the one. In Gears of War, they have a sort of mechanic where you snap cover, move with a sort of shooting flow, like almost like an old arcade shooter where you would sort of be on a fixed path, and then it just sort of, you would go behind certain cover depending on what you move. At least it's a wee bit more adaptive in those sort of cover systems, where I don't feel like it's dragging me any one particular direction. It gives me some flexibility and freedom of movement. So yeah, the snapping and the cover is actually not bad. Hello there.
Okay, what did I miss?
I remembered what I was talking about. And what I was talking about was Gears of War. If you've ever played that, and its snap mechanic of snapping to cover.
Yeah, that was snapping to cover, the same mechanic that was introduced in Splinter Cell Blacklist, which was very, very apparent and made game too easy, to be honest, because you can just slide to cover once you choose it. Same for Outriders, by the way.
No, Outriders is a wee bit different.
No, you can actually select the cover and just go for it.
Yeah, no, but it has similarities, but it's a wee bit more flexible. I'm talking about the original Gears of War, you know, when it was very basic. I don't know, it feels like something feels really weird about this game. I can't put my finger on.
It's
I say it's... Ah, yeah. Oh, but... Yeah, I'll be it. No, no, it's not entirely it. Because...
Oh, I have a nice glitch. My pistol shows 198 bullets out of
No. What did we say?
Feature.
The glitch?
My
Okay.
my gun has...
You have a feature.
My gun almost has 200 bullets in a clip.
Don't complain.
And they don't disappear when I reload.
Again, I complain. The future is strong with this one.
This is just brilliant, man. I just can't. Yeah, great. Okay, we can actually go through here, I think. Wait. Almost there. Oh, you're somewhere else already, great. Oh, I'm switched to my sniper. How cool is that? What the fuck? Okay, so I was spotted by someone I can't even see.
Okay, boys, let's get him.
You okay?
I'm still
Give me
here.
the hand.
This feels so much easier than Wildlands, to be completely fair. Ew, because I'm out of ammo as well. I take it back. Okay, I'm going loud.
Okay.
I've got one heavy, second floor.
Silly says that this apparently was built on the foundation of what should have been the next Splinter Cell. But he doesn't see it.
Well, they've been trying to make Splinter Cell a bit more action-packed. However, I would say that kind of went to shit. Because Splinter Cell is no longer required. I mean, no one even wants Splinter Cell anymore. I would say when it comes to Splinter Cell, the last good game of Splinter Cell was either Chaos Theory or Double Agent. And Double Agent is negotiable. I mean, I enjoy Double Agent, but not anything else.
Why would Splinter Cell not be wanted? Sorry. Why, in your opinion, why no other Splinter Cell? Is that because Ghost Recon has overtaken the Splinter Cell franchise in terms of...
Because they take too much. You see, like in Wildlands, when they show Splinter Cell, like our good old Splinter Cell guy, old and, you know, kind of tired of life.
Yeah, I remember.
It's very hard to continue this suddenly bringing back energetic guy after we've seen him. And he's everywhere. He was on Fortnite. He was in Rainbow Six. I'm not even touching Ubisoft titles. All the references back to Splinter Cell, right? I think they kind of try to retire him at this point because he's
There's
exhausted.
a rumour they tried to get him into Smash Brothers as like an equal to Snake. Solid Snake.
Please don't.
That was a rumour.
I mean, I like Splinter Cell, but the reason I like it is because I've got a lot of good memories about it, and this is not good memories, you know?
You telling me you have memories despite the amount of alcohol you drink?
Yes, because it was Sam Fisher who delivered me the bottle in the middle of the night.
Some people call him Santa Claus.
Yep. Okay, we need to go 6 clicks north.
Oh, to tell you that when my desk chair broke the other day when we were playing, I managed to put a crack in one of my vertebrae. This is really painful.
Wait, was it today or yesterday?
3 days ago.
You cracked your vertebrae while sitting in a gaming chair.
No, the gaming chair broke. I understand this. It's like, we're playing and all of a sudden I went quiet, and you're like, where are you? I'm like, on the floor. Remember? Over here, just fly up and get me somewhere else.
Yes, sir, of course, sir. Right away, sir.
Oh, double time, maggot.
Yes, drill sergeant, sir.
I can't hear you.
Aye, aye, drill sergeant, sir.
Who lives in a barrack made up of a platoon? I mean, maybe Splinter Cell could have worked, but I don't see how it would have worked with this basis. I mean, I thought the whole point of Splinter Cell is you're meant to be a sole operative, as in one man. One man, one cup. No, wait, no.
See, when it comes to Splinter Cell, there was a character, Sam Fisher, right? He didn't give a fuck about rules, and he was bending them. He was smart enough, good enough to actually pull off whatever he intended, and that was amazing. And then they reduced this character down to a lapdog who's so dependable. He's unable to do anything by himself. He gets betrayed and he just plays into someone's hands, and that was not his character. His character was literally the iconic sound of night NVGs going on, and suddenly you are just dead, right? And it was reduced to someone who's old, huffs and puffs while climbing a pipe, and, you know, needs fucking external help, which is logical
Which
in
is
terms
basically...
of...
So that describes Bruce Willis, Arnold Schwarzenegger, and Sylvester Stallone.
Exactly, yeah. Someone who's reduced to be old, while technically in the game world, we can keep them forever young. I know people probably want to see old Splinter Cell, you know, like old Fisher, but he's not Liam Neeson, right? He's not the guy who's in Taken or Taken 2 or 3 or 5. He should be iconic, you know, same as Bruce Willis and your Christmas party with the towers.
Send traffic on Griffin.
Just do it.
Target is Alexei Lazitsky. Griffin is a one-man terrorist neural network. Supervises all logistics down to personnel. Stone won't let anyone else control creation or delivery of the new enhanced gas drone prototype. Griffin is the lifeblood of the operation. Killing him will cause the whole machine to seize up. Griffin's an ex-FSB field officer. Specialties inserting intelligence cells into foreign countries. But the guy's paranoid, meticulous. I've reached an informant.
Well, I think for
Sending coordinates now.
Splinter Cell, you really do need linear gameplay. I think having open world for Splinter Cell might be kind of difficult within the narrative how the game is meant to be, because Splinter Cell is true, overt, true. There is only one man, one, you know, basically he is invisible. If he is seen, and let's be honest, in such a wide open area, unless he is hiding in some hole, it doesn't leave much room for that kind of story narrative, unless they're really going to change Sam Fisher,
Yeah,
who are working alone.
his skill was, and when you play through Splinter Cell, your skill was to blend with the environment. And if you even go for online or open world, you can start as a recruit Splinter Cell, you know, like Splinter Cell 1, trying to, you know, reach the level of Sam Fisher, and he's your master, mentor, senpai, whatever. And there is a very good arc you can play if you know how to do it, but the problem is, I cannot actually say that Ubisoft can see this path. You know what I mean?
Ubisoft seeing. I think that was just 10 words you used in one sentence that Ubisoft will never understand. And that includes the word Ubisoft.
I mean, I can send them a memo explaining it, but yeah, it's just how it is, you know.
Ubisoft memo number 1, don't fuck. Ubisoft memo number 2, read the first memo, then stick it on everyone else's forehead so you see it wherever you go. Memo number 3,
See,
if you have failed to read the first 2 memos, you're fired.
I mean, when it comes to Ubisoft, if they would replace the greed for money with passion, it will generate money, and this is something they have forgotten. If you look at the Assassin's Creed titles, first, second, third, Black Flag, Brotherhood, not bad titles. You know, they even touched the pirate life on Black Flag. They created a brand new mechanic for traveling with the ship in open seas, the sea battles, stuff like this, while keeping the mental mechanics and the climbing mechanics so you can climb trees and stuff. It wasn't bad, it was amazing. That's why Black Flag and Brotherhood is one of the most replayed titles up to this day. No one's playing Unity, no one's playing Syndicate. Some of us are still replaying Odyssey and Origins because it was kinda new, wasn't exactly Assassin's Creed title, it was more like a backstory how Assassin started. But that's it. They fucked up. They fucked up because they started pumping out the same formula year after year. Same when it comes to Call of Duty. Look at this shit. We played Warzone. Look how it changed from the time when we started Warzone and when we decided to quit. It was such big cheater out. It wasn't even about skills or microtransactions. It was just unplayable.
Are we sitting in the bivouac again? Are we getting some sooner?
I'm ready to exit. It's you who needs to get out.
No, I just was checking out if we're good to go or not. Sorry.
No, we're good. I was just calling Black, well, basically a chopper, which is from Splinter Cell series, by the way.
Black Hawk?
No, something cooler.
A Black Canary?
A Black Sparrow.
It was going to be my next guess after Black Robin or...
Black Batman.
Which is what DC are doing. A Black Batman. Black Batman. Man. Is this meant to be like some sort of stealth chopper?
Yeah, and it sounds just like regular choppers, so good for stealth. Oh, this thingy. I wanna see if the drone swarm is seen on thermal. No, it's not. How disappointing. Because drones should actually be generating heat. But oh well.
That was weird.
What, playing the Ubisoft title?
No, it was like all of a sudden the clouds just moved in position as if, oh, it's now getting to a different time zone, so we need to change the clouds. And it was like everything sort of reshuffled up in the sky, but I don't know if it was just me moving the camera too fast and it looked weird, or if it actually happened, or it was a trick of the eye/head/whatever.
No idea. I'm taking a leap of faith. Aiming for the roof of the big building. Oh shit, it's the Fang Bog. God damn it.
No. I'll check the disturbance. Could be Skell.
Okay, I'm down. Okay, can we take out these two?
1 second.
I'm on point A.
Sec. Okay, on B.
Hold up, they're on the move. Repositioning for point A.
Yeah, I'm ready when you are.
3, 2, 1. Nicely done.
Uh-huh.
Launching a drone, let's see what we have. We have a genie over here. We have patrol 3 guys. Northwest. I'll give it about 35-60 degrees. This is not good actually doing this mission in night. Too many hostiles around. Try to take out the genie?
I'm trying, but yeah.
Oh, someone's pissed. Loading AP. Okay, I'm gonna check the base. South of us. There was someone there, but they're not too worried. Wow, personnel is jumping around like in Metal Gear Solid. I'm spotted by the drone, he's shooting flashbangs.
Coming.
Okay, I'll take some hit off from you. We got heavy.
I'm coming. 1 second, I'm repositioning. Save it.
Heavy's down.
Got people in the stairwell.
Coming.
That's right, I got them.
More back, I'm coming.
It's alright.
Going low.
Okay, go. I'm reloading. Okay, go.
Flanking right, I see a drone.
Hasta la vista. You have been dominated. But this has created an existential crisis. When does the Terminator become the Terminated? When does the Terminator become Predator? And when does the Predator become a film that I was also in? My mind cannot take this.
Fair point. Well, our next, there's intel here. Wait, I'll grab it.
Okay. I'm grabbing some intel.
You're grabbing some intel? I thought you were okay with your Ryzen, no?
I'm good on my Horizon. It's just, you know, you can never have too many intels. I'm just gonna add some intels into my AMD and just see how that works. Just, you know, screw it on top.
Okay, I have a new location to search. I'm going for an investigation. Oh, someone's curious.
Right here.
Well, I got a red HUD, so someone's not happy.
I can hear voices, I just don't see them.
Give me some. Do you know direction the voice is coming from?
I think right.
Yeah, I can hear them as well.
Now, I can look hill and figure out what's next.
Yeah, that's the base. I'm heading for it.
I think we might be, is there a way up to the top of that building? We could take it out from there.
Well, they are behind the walls, so I'm not sure. There's like 3 of them, to be honest, so it shouldn't be an issue. Okay, we have a drone automated with turret. Shot on the heavy, taking it. Heavy's down. We have 2 drones.
Second moving.
Switching sniper. One down. 1 to go. Point alpha, moving in.
I'm on him.
He's down. Lovely bastard, isn't he?
I'm a bullet sponge.
I bet, yeah. Okay, let me disable the drone before I move up. These things are goddamn nasty, man.
Oh, my back.
Oh! Where have I seen this chopper before?
I don't know, it looks oddly familiar to a gunner chopper from the Unidad bases, but can't be, it's a different game, right?
Oh yeah, it's absolutely from ground up made game.
A whole new game. It's so new, it came with a label saying virgin, but when you got down to it, you know, it was well worn.
The label said, "Be careful. It's my first time," when you discovered the cave.
Yep.
Okay, I have an objective. It's 127 meters from us. How can you switch off the moon? Can I shoot it?
You would need to install the Death Star and then shoot it at the moon.
Cutscene time.
Josiah, what is this? I found some of the others. Johnson. Weaver. They were good men. What is Walker after? He's lost it. Ever since that shit went down with Vaughn. I should have stopped him then. You know, Vaughn was worthless. Sure. But it didn't have to go down that way. What did you do?
There was, I thought someone was gonna shoot me.
This is our village, Vaughn. These are fucking allies.
She had a weapon.
Okay, they're doing something here which they do in films, and it's bad in films. It's when they use exposition to try and explain a story rather than showing the story.
You gotta be kidding me.
The exposition as to how Walker became this character is far more interesting than the story they're actually giving
You can't
us.
do this to me.
You did this to you.
Shh.
Your fault.
So, you know, cutscenes flashing back, rather than having the full archetype or even making them partially playable, so you have to
Did to me.
really, you know,
Fucking Walker.
kind of get in there, and
You cry to your daddy? That what you're gonna do?
these are not films. Why does a game studio feel the need to use a film trope of just flashback?
You just
It doesn't work in films, not always. Doesn't work well in
your daddy.
you know, in this narrative.
Fuck you.
It just,
Good soldier.
uh,
I'm a good
it's such a...
You're a worthless fucking human being.
That seems like the game was made before the story was added on.
Vaughn,
Again, I don't think that's too unfamiliar. Like with Valhalla, it seems like it was made before the story was added. No? Or is that just...
Walker.
I mean, that's a valid point, but they think they need to introduce character we met in Wildlands, and to be honest, the more they introduce Walker in flashbacks, the more they make him more interesting character than fucking Nomad, don't you think?
That's what I'm saying. Is that they're showing us a far more interesting story and a far more compelling story than the one we're getting.
Yeah, because Walker clearly has seen some shit. He's devoted soldier. He's a ghost. So by his attitude, he's gone through more shit than Nomad. So having a game about Walker, how he got to the point he's now, man, that's a material.
Hey, this ain't right, Walker.
Is Walker a ghost?
Yeah.
On the clip?
Technically, yes, he is.
I mean, could you have not maybe,
Rest.
I don't know, maybe separated them off in some aspects? I mean, I don't know.
I know you didn't testify. You kept them out of the brig.
I don't know, maybe. Right, our next objective is...
Then we wouldn't be in the shitstorm.
I don't have a compass.
You did good.
Tell that to my soldiers, Egypt. You find
Oh, wait, yeah, I do. Awesome. I noticed that bit.
You too.
South, southeast. Approximately... let's see.
8.8 clicks.
Well, that says I don't have my glasses. No, I
Yeah.
see 218 kilometers straight ahead.
I see 8.8 for find a meeting place in Wild Coast Province.
No,
I think we
this
can
is,
just...
the enemy of my enemy I've got selected.
Hold up. I'm gonna point myself to the direction and see what I have. Let's just go for the point B, and I think let's just call it tonight. The problem is we kind of need either a chopper or a vehicle here. So where can we get any of those? I mean,
We need to go to Baba Yaga.
yeah, there's a
I mean,
vehicle
Baba
here.
Yaga.
Let me just grab it. Oh, it's a Jeep.
I hate this now. I need a new sniper rifle. Take me like 4 bullets to get someone down sometimes.
We're clear.
Point B, we need to go 8.7 kilometers. Yeah, we need a healer.
Yeah, let's just grab this Jeep and see how far we get. Should be on your right and on the road.
2 seconds. How's hands bundling? Okay. Oh, Jeep.
I hear a chopper. Nice.
Okay. Was it? Is this a maximum of like 4 people in a team, or can you do more than 4 people in this game?
I think
Do you
it's
know?
still 4. Yeah, same as in Wildlands, you just replace your teammate buddies with real people, so 4. You got anyone you want to invite?
Nah. I don't know people.
Okay, get ready for a swim, because I don't think there's a road here.
I'm drowning.
We're good.
Go.
If you see a chopper, yeah, let me know.
I've got a car chasing us now. Reloading.
Okay, let's meet it head on. Take cover. Fucking hell.
Right. I'm gonna drive for a bit. Get in.
I'm in.
I need to go to point B, yeah?
Yeah. I'm gonna take a look at the map. No choppers I can see, to be honest. You have car coming in as well. Stay in the railroad, thank you.
Can't hand away from the point.
Yeah, I'm kinda watching what we have on the map. No choppers that I can see, to be honest. Shit. Okay, never mind. Continue on the railroad. On Point Bravo, take a sharp right, and we'll go for a bivouac. I mean, that's assuming we're not gonna meet the train head on, because that would be...
Annoying. Oh wait, point B, that's behind me, so you let me turn right.
Yeah, just go right, and continue on your current direction. I'm gonna take the bivouac. Just turn far left, keep going.
Okay, I have company.
Copy that. Jumping out. I'll take care of it. Oh, seriously? Hostiles danger close.
Come to me, come to me, come to me, come to me.
Going loud.
I've got a good vantage point here, come to me.
Vehicle.
Uh-huh.
Vehicle down.
Really could do with a new sniper. Right, where's the bivouac?
Go left.
Where's Baba Yaga?
I'm kind of hoping that over this ridge here.
How'd you like the new Tesla Cyber Jeep? Comes with its very own smoke.
I don't know, probably okay.
And pre-broken windshield, so they don't have to break it on for you.
There's a new one here, so let's just swap. Well, I think we're here.
Yeah. Well done, we have arrived safely-ish at our destination.
Yeah. Getting the booyah done.
So why did they remove the holstering of weapons?
Because it's not realistic. Spec Ops
It is.
don't actually put weapons in their designated areas to enable mobility. So obviously that's not realistic, it should be taken out.
I hope you're being sarcastic.
Yes.
Oh, fair.
There's no need for weapon holsters that's been designed specifically for holstering weapons in a game that tries to be tactical. I mean, that's common sense, right?
Mm. Kind of what I was thinking, that's why I was sort of like... I mean, it is Ubisoft, so you never know what's going inside their head. I mean, to me it sounds something like this. Money, money, money. Money, money.
Well, sadly, there's no such thing as the wrong side of the road. Trust me, I've tested this, and the local police doesn't really take kindly if you're driving on the right hand side of the road. They kind of want you to go on the left. And first time they give you a warning, the second time they give you a jail. So if you ever visit UK, keep on the left hand side of the road, please. Trust me, you will be doing yourself a favor, also your lawyers as well.
And it's never the wrong side of the road. It's the side that you're on. Therefore, it is your side.
Okay, Vasily, with an enemy patrol every 100 meters, no need to holster a weapon. I disagree with it. Weapon holsters do have purpose, like keeping dirt, grime, and mud out of it. I'm not talking about the barrel stoppers, which you would see on usually the training weapons. A yellow tag on it that actually blocks the muzzle. So the
Yellow or red, but yeah.
Yeah, it depends on the country. But in real life scenarios, it kind of boils down to an actual weapon, and I don't see the point. I mean, if this is a Spec Ops soldier, his friend is his weapon. He needs to take care of it. He doesn't know when he can oil it and clean it, so he needs to try to keep it as pristine as possible, because weapons jam. I mean, that is something Hollywood is not outlining enough. They show you weapon jam, I don't know, after you shot 1,000 bullets. I'll be honest with you, weapons jam after about 4 mags because of the carbon buildup on the trigger and the actual, well, usually it's the trigger and the pin, the firing pin that builds up carbon in the jams. So you need to be very, very careful ammunition you use, if you're using a muzzle, if you're using a silencer. Death, you want to chime in on this? I mean, you're an APC, so you got some fair deal of weapon training as well for. So you can just.
I was fortunate enough never to have. Actually, I had one suspected misfire, but it went off. It was a delayed. Fortunately, I have seen a few misfires, though, and they were training rounds, so they were half full. They weren't full rounds. And now sometimes misfires can be attributed to the also using half rounds are a wee bit more susceptible to misfires, the actual chemistry, but could argue, yeah, with a handgun, especially with the way. Can we come out of Nomad? Can we out of Bibiak a second, just so we can just demonstrate this actually?
Well, I'm ready to go. Also, in regards, Vasily, a comment. Trying to be sarcastic, you're doing great, man. Trust me, me and Mr. Death, we live sarcasm every day. And when it comes to for possibility to holster a weapon, especially when it threatens civilians, Santa Blancan Unidad never holsters their weapons in wildlands. They usually walk around with double Uzis, double handguns, and assault rifle.
AK-47s.
Yeah, AK-47.
LMGs.
Yeah, so if the civilians are not used to sight of weapons, I'm not sure why they are afraid of a privileged white male walking down Bolivia with a weapon drawn. To be honest, that's definitely not the scariest thing they've seen.
Bolivia needs to get woke.
Thanks for banning my channel, Mr. Death, but yes, I do believe you're kind of right on this.
Sorry, is it the Ubisoft Bolivia, not the real life Bolivia? Again, the Mr. Langerbird channel does not take liability or responsibility for anything or any comments said by either myself or himself. If anyone has any issues with anything said, or any of the countries or parliaments or governments have any issues, please kindly go and fuck yourself.
Okay, if you want to see any more content from my channel or anyone else's, please visit Mr. Dash channels, because mine's about to be shut down due to this unlegal notice. But apart from that, we're all good.
You can also watch our new content with a VPN. VPN protects your data.
NordVPN. Sponsored by Raid Shadow Legends. How do we copy good channels, the big channels that are having sponsors, man? Come on.
We need to start sucking on the proverbial teat of the overlords.
Okay, so in today's news, Breakpoint mechanics, okay?
To quote the Lego movie, everything is awesome.
Oh god, you got this song stuck in my head now. Everything is awesome in a Ubisoft land. Right, anyway, okay, get out of the bivouac. We have mission to do, so we can call it a night.
Yeah, I also want to just quickly demonstrate some.
Well, Vasily, if the Santa Blanca Unidad are occupying forces, then we are the liberating forces. I mean, why can't we do the show of force as US usually loves to do? You know, they're not really keeping it simple. I mean, YouTube is full of their parades. I'm not going to even compare it to the Russian parades, but the way they revealed the B-2 Spirit Bomber, that was fucking awesome, to be honest. Even if I don't like it, it doesn't mean, you know, it wasn't impressive, because it definitely fucking was. But yeah, I mean, we are liberating them from occupying, so they should see what kind of weapons we are carrying, you know?
We are liberating the freedom of lead, copper, the little bit of gunpowder and explosives.
I mean,
that's how freedom works.
Having extra metal in your body is healthy, right? Even if it comes from US weapon. It's
Yeah.
still it's a fast iron slash copper slash lead delivery system. It's for helping people.
It beats the American house system, and probably cheaper as well.
It's actually much cheaper, to be honest. Also, you need to go northwest, 45 degrees left.
Not according to my information.
Okay, well then go where you're going, because for me it's northwest.
What mission do you have selected? Well,
How to catch a mastermind. Is that the correct one? Probably not.
oh, my back. Sorry. Ow. No, that's not one I've got selected. Hang on a second. How to catch a mastermind. Yeah. Anyway, but on the weapons, on back to the issue of holstering a weapon, whether it be to actually not scare or to be on guard. Now, yeah, there's points in this game where you have a lot of opposing forces in a short period of time. But there is still pros and cons of holstering your weapon on your command.
Okay, Silly just posted a comment. Because Bolivia is sovereign country and ghosts are there against Bolivian will, that's why they send ghosts and not the Marines. According to Google, Bolivia holds 211,450,000 barrels of proven oil reserves. So I do believe that's enough for US to send in a lot of their army to liberate Bolivia from the drug cartels and get
And
some
your oil supply.
and get some oil in return. Obviously, okay, this is not roasting Bolivia. I do believe those people are great and they're doing great, to be honest. But as in terms for game logic, I agree, right? I mean, you send the Spec Ops team behind enemy lines, but at the same time, 4 people to overturn the whole government, the whole cartel in one country. Damn, I would want to see those guys, you know. Probably I will see them first and last time in my life because no witnesses are left alive, but damn, that would be a sight to see, wouldn't you say?
But, I mean, okay. We are acting as ghosts as a part of lack of government accountability. So that Americans government doesn't have to be culpable for their agents in the field. Yes? I mean, that is part of ghosts, is they can be scrubbed so quickly from any database or any records that they don't really have. They might be from America originally, but they're... dang it. That they have no real country, they have no real thing. They are ghosts in all effect words. So yeah, I think for Bolivia you could argue that not only were we a unwelcome force by the fact that we had no assistance from either Unidad, which we could argue were
Fuck is that?
Israel coming in, take cover.
wave been made.
Hunter 13, sorry brother, I didn't see your actually chat. Can I play? Yes you can if you want. Oh fuck. We've been spotted by these cunts. Chopper down. Hold up, wolves incoming. Scatter, scatter, scatter.
Scattering, scattering, scattering. I feel scattered.
Hey, shit, I just killed the officer to interrogate. Mission failed.
Yeah, I
Fuck.
see that.
Ah, damn.
No, that was intentional. Wasn't it? I'm going. Okay, you got him.
I got him, but mission has failed anyway. Ah, damn, man. I literally didn't... Well, I saw the information tag above his head, but... Yeah. This is so different from Wildlands. Oh, this place is wrecked.
I don't quite understand that one visibly. With a more regular unit, well, it's an act of war or a daily erase intervention.
I think
Deliberate. No, okay,
it's
I
more
get
like
it.
if you deploy a battalion, right? Let's say 30 soldiers on sovereign soil, and you say, "Hey, we're just grilling barbecue while taking down your country." That's going to be political repercussions. So they need to put in a Gulf Stream.
Like China on the border of India.
Well, it's a bit touchy subject, but probably. So if you put in four people,
sorry, I forgot we're on YouTube. Not like anything China are doing or Russia are doing. They are great, they are wonderful, they can do nothing wrong. I saved that, right? We're okay, we're getting shut down.
okay, Russia. We can have a conversation about this. Russia is never the issue, okay? Comrade. You don't see the big picture.
Big picture is with all Russia.
Everything is Russia. It depends how you look at it, comrade.
Huh. Everything is Russia.
Okay, how do we restart the mission though? Restart.
I think we have to naff off and
No, I need to just restart it from here, wherever the fuck it is though.
And yeah, Hunter. Okay, Hunter 13. If you want to play, absolutely you can do. Let us know how you play if you have like console, or PC, either it be Xbox One, Xbox something, or PlayStation, or if you're on a PC. Give us a shout, and we'll we can try and figure out how you want to play with us. We can hook you up, man. Yeah, give us a shout. Let us know in the comment, or give us a email. Question. Looking for answer.
Trying to restart this mission. I kind of found it, but I accidentally triggered something I already did before. Seriously?
Oh, it's summer.
Oh my god. I nearly fucking died. That was interesting.
Yeah.
Okay, hold up. I need to unpin this.
Historically, the French have been allies of Scotland, so you're more than welcome to try, and you can try and liberate us from British oppression. I see what you're doing there. I like that, given the history between our countries. That's it's pretty cool. There is differences actually in that, and we both know from history that has actually happened, just not modernly, because we have tons of intergovernmental with either historical EU other contracts, whereas Bolivia and some South American countries and countries like North Korea don't subscribe to the same contracts necessarily as some countries do. So there is precedent for a covert operation behind sovereign or foreign soil. Now, it wouldn't be a sovereign, Bolivia wouldn't be a sovereign, it would be, in terms of this game, it would technically probably be, same as how we sort of did in Cuba, because it seems more like a military leadership rather than an actual government or democracy. So it's not really a coup d'etat, it's not really an overthrowing of a sovereign state or monarchy, or a radicalization of a democratic or dictatorship. From what the game narrative kind of led to believe, they seem to have some military or militant occupation, at least from the game narrative. From a real-world narrative, you're absolutely right. If America was to operate within the soil of, say, any parts of South America, we'll say Venezuela or Bolivia, it would have massive repercussions if it went out to real world and if caught. Hence why there is covert agents that do not have an existence. And it could be argued that the ghosts don't exist. So there's arguments for both sides. As I say, we could either look at it in the terms of Americans would probably look at it as they're freeing them, bringing freedom wherever they go. Because freedom comes in the shape of a bullet and a hamburger. Or a hamburger bullet. Do you get bullet hamburgers? My god. Somebody needs to put a patent on that quickly. Bullet hamburgers, you just shoot it in your mouth. It's literally fast food. Just drive by McDonald's shooting. You just shoot a Big Mac into your mouth, you're like, oh, thank you.
Replying to Vasily, the truth in Scotland, we can't liberate men willingly wearing skirts. They're already free. They're calling kilts, and you are correct. If you want to see this in action, come to Edinburgh Fringe Festival after COVID and be prepared to have yourself mentally damaged, because that shit is insane, man. But you need to see this once in a while. That is something.
I hate the Fringe.
The Fringe? Why?
Yeah.
You can skip.
It's chaos, man.
Man, it's Royal Mile. It's pretty cool with all the free attractions. You don't even have to pay money for it.
I know.
It's pretty
I've
cool.
lived in Scotland my whole life. I do know what Fringe is, but I suppose we're doing a little advertising here. We're doing a Stephen Ritchie, man. We're doing our info guide of Scotland.
Okay, let's not do that. Let's not do Stephen Ritchie.
Oh, yeah. We have everything here in Scotland. We have our golf clubs, and we have our Welcome to Touristry Scotland.
I mean, we can talk about the midges and stuff if you want, but I mean, I don't think that's going to be beneficial for anyone.
You do realise that no one in the chat will know what midges are.
Well, you can go for hour and a half explanation what the midget is. Ah, beans. Okay, taking a shortcut down the cliff.
Midges are annoyingly flying blighters that tend to swarm around warm or wet areas. They're a wee bit like mosquitoes, but they're not mosquitoes, and they're just annoying little bastards. That sound good enough? Is that like a good 2-minute explanation of what a midget is?
Yeah, defo. Okay, I have no mission to go to, so what do you say to wrap this up for today?
I'm just looking at Vasily's last message of Iraq. That had convenient weapons of mass oil supply. Not weapons of mass destruction, weapons of oil supply, and we have to remember that the only reason Saddam Hussein and all that were in such a position were due to the first Gulf. So. Anyway, why are we here? Oh yeah, we're still in here.
Yeah, well, I don't have any missions selected, and it's actually getting a bit of late. It's actually 11:30 in UK. Well, sorry, Scotland. And okay, Mr. Dead, don't kill me for that. I was not intentionally bringing up UK as a British colony or island. Yeah, and I think it's actually, I don't know.
We'll see how much of it in the UK will be after tomorrow, because tomorrow kind of gives an indication.
True. So what our plan is probably is to try to play through the Ghost Recon Breakpoint campaign on extreme difficulty, survival or immersion mode, which actually there is one. I'm gonna try to find it, see if I actually can. Wait, hold up, I need to go for settings. What am I doing? And go for Ghost Experience and go for Immersive. So we'd actually crank all of these things up. Difficulty for enemies, extreme, tactical, elite, interface minimal. We're gonna keep some HUD elements. I don't even remember what the hell they are. Maybe it's gonna be something, I don't know. Social bivouacs is gonna be restricted. Exploration mode, not guided. Probably we're gonna use it as guided because god damn it, I'm not looking at uncovered map with no checkpoints on it to go. We're gonna see how it goes because again, enemies on extreme and tactical difficulty should give us enough things, and we can actually compare to the tier 1 mode on Wildlands. So I think that's gonna be a pretty fun thing. If you want to see how we actually get on with all this and how we fail miserably and uninstall the game, definitely hang around and you will see at least, well, one of us, probably me, just dying. And why the hell are you dead, Mr. Dead? 200 meters away from me?
I got stuck in the immersion.
You mean the feature?
Yeah, sorry, I got stuck in a feature of Ubisoft, aka a graphics glitch, which meant I could not move and I just kept getting pounded with bullets. So you might want to watch when you're coming up here. There's a few wolves at the door.
No, thanks for heading
Oh yeah, absolutely. Just I am aware of what the Second Iraq War led to, and that. But I'm just saying, we're comparing IRL to game, and fortunately, at least for the most part, it it is based in a semi-fictionalized world. But who knows? Maybe there is some El Sueño out there. Or El Sueño, like... I mean, we've had a few narco kingpins over the years. None of them quite had the gravitas of El Sueño.
I think I accidentally switched my mode to extreme, so I'm dead already with one shot from sniper, which is expected. And yeah, immersive in Breakpoint doesn't sound right. I mean, you are nail on the head, man. I would say we would just give our best. I wouldn't say we're gonna go immersive. We're just gonna play the game as it comes, see how it goes. If it mysteriously proves itself wrong or better than it Wildland, which I highly doubt. But yeah, we're gonna give it a go. It's gonna be a full-on experience like I'm getting right now. So actually there's gonna be some... That was icing on a cake. That wolf. So yeah, this is actually a preview of what's gonna happen. So we'll try our best, and again, starting from campaign with the default weapons, no skills, nothing's gonna be extra challenge. I'm probably gonna do that as well. And my imagination is on live stream rather than recording. Depends. Again, we're gonna decide this behind the scenes.
If we find like some really fun glitches like we have done in the past, we might do a quick record and do like a maybe a compilation or something like that. What do you think?
Yeah, compilation sounds fun because we're stumbling upon them all the time.
We have found some fun glitches in this game. Let's be honest. I mean, sorry, features. Features. We found some fun features.
Yeah, same as Vasily in his games. He found a feature on Escape from Flor de Oro, where the cars were colliding before he even reached that, and that was a feature.
Oh yeah. I've seen that a few times happen. I mean, there was one of the missions we were playing in Wildlands, and I was literally watching boats magically flying out of the water, and dancing in somewhere midair. So yeah, I mean, fantastic feature, flying boats.
Yeah, that is true. Anyway,
It must have gone to the Harry Potter school of
witchcraft and wizardry.
I was more thinking just the school of making money and giving half-baked products. So, yeah.
No, that is Ubisoft School of Witchcraft and Wizardry, not Harry Potter. I'm sorry.
Yeah, definitely seems like it.
Yeah, well, anyway, whoever's watching and participating, thank you for watching and actually sticking through all of this fun stream co-op return to Breakpoint. I do believe I'm gonna post my video eventually, if anyone actually cares. If not, don't worry, I am not taking this personal. And yeah, see you on an actual attempt on...
He's lying, he does take it very personally. I've seen him crying.
No, it was sand in my eye. Okay, it was not personal at all at any point.
He rocks himself to sleep at night. Ask himself why no one loves him. Oh wait, no, that's me. Sorry. Fuck.
Yeah, anyway, thank you guys for watching, and well, see you next time. Bye bye. Oh, whatever they say these days.
Arrivederci.